Morning.
Morning.
You either side, or you can sit here, sir, and Miss Hubble sit over there. Are there any pre-trial issues before I get you guys sworn in?
Your Honor, I filed a motion to quash the subpoena for the child
Okay.
yesterday, and I don't believe Ms. Hubbell has a copy. I have a copy, I can give it to her.
Well, I certainly haven't had time to respond to it.
Okay, go ahead and start over with that copy of it.
Your Honor, I'm supposed to have a,
Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Are there any other pre-trial issues before I get the parties sworn in? All right. Y'all stand and be sworn in, please.
Gary, right? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right.
I do.
So, Dad, we're here on your petition to extend the order of protection. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And, yes, ma'am.
I would like to make an opening statement. I've had to write stuff down just to clarify my thoughts on my medication, and I'd like to just make read an opening statement I've written down before we get to the testimony. But I am concerned about, I'd like to ask for a continuance, first of all, to deal with this subpoena issue. That's the first thing I think we should do.
You want to go ahead with your opening statement?
Oh, when are we going to deal with that? With the subpoena?
I'll get to that.
Okay,
As soon as
okay,
you
all right.
requested an opening statement.
Okay, well,
first.
my opening statement, let me find it, and I just have to read it because I'm can't make a coherent sentence almost without it. Your Honor, I want to say that I do regret some of the things I did or said in the past because of the way they were used to hurt Delara. I don't regret speaking out about the experiences I have had throughout the past 8 years that have exposed me to failures of the system, especially the way lawyers, litigants, and others are allowed to lie to judges, and judges who abuse their authority and who show bias and who violate their oath of office. I have never...
Ms. Hubbell, can I stop? Would you be comfortable taking your mask off so I can hear you?
Oh, I'm sorry?
No,
Want me to start over again?
only if you're comfortable doing that.
Oh, well, we're far enough apart.
Okay.
Can I just start over then?
No, I think I've
Okay,
heard you. I just didn't want to, I want to be sure I heard the rest of it.
Let's see. I have never lied in these proceedings, and when I have been shown to be mistaken, I admit it. And when it was falsely claimed at the original order of protection hearing in June 2015 that I had not followed, quote, any of the orders of the juvenile court, Philip Robinson abruptly and completely cut my daughter off from me, too, as Attorney Sarah Rice told Judge Calloway the next day, to teach me a lesson. I was not only upset that the lawyer and plaintiff straight out lied, besides misrepresenting facts in order to erase me from my daughter's life, I was horrified that a judge would, with so little thought, treat a 6.5-year-old girl so cruelly. And I did not have an attorney. I could not afford an attorney, so I was unrepresented at that original hearing. I have to skip over here. Sorry. Restrictions on wait a minute. Restrictions on clearly defamatory speech are certainly appropriate. I think I got stuff out of order here, but it all matters. Restrictions on clearly defamatory speech are certainly appropriate, but I have been arrested for even posting pleadings in my case simply because they had father's name on them. All of those charges have been dismissed either at a preliminary hearing or at trial or by the state. If the order of protection is extended according to the Court of Appeals, it is impermissible for me to be enjoined from any mention of his name. I believe that it is appropriate for Delara to have some say in this matter, and I would ask this court to allow her to give testimony if this court feels the least bit inclined at this point to extend the order of protection and put her on it, which I assume would restrict her actions as well, since it is my understanding that no contact orders restrain both the alleged victim and the alleged perpetrator. Okay, so I got this out of order, but talking about the original order of protection hearing, specifically the plaintiffs lied by claiming that I scared and upset the child. After comments the child made to me about things that were alleged in the request for the order of protection, I got a copy of the recorded phone calls from that night that backed up my daughter's version of events. In the restraining order, there were findings of facts based on no other testimony than that of the plaintiff, who had already been lying to the court for years. Delara has never been allowed to testify before to give her version of events or tell of the effect orders of the court have had on her. And even after she was 12 years old, she was denied all opportunity to speak the truth to the court. The truth is that there is no evidence whatsoever other than unsubstantiated claims by the plaintiff that my daughter has ever needed protection from me. The truth is, as numerous neutral witnesses have testified, that Delara has been greatly distressed by the actions of the plaintiff and the court orders based on false allegations. I have a right and a duty to share our story. After the plaintiff became violent with Delara and ignored the court orders for court-ordered therapy and supervised visitation, and he had asked for that court-ordered therapy for him and Delara, I realized that pursuing reunification might put her in physical danger. But then there was also the danger of self-harm in Delara's case. Delara's deep distress from being cut off from me was expressed to several people at her school and counselors who spent time with her. The emotional harm was first documented by Delara's counselor at Centerstone shortly after I disappeared from Delara's life and because of the order of protection in 2015, which I disagreed with, but I obeyed. In spite of obeying what I felt was an outrageously unjust and harmful order, there have been numerous arrests and allegations that I violated the order of protection. The arrests, even though not leading to convictions, have had a harmful effect on my reputation and limited my employment opportunities. The only convictions I have on my record right now are 2 violations I pled guilty to, and they were because I made my own welfare checks on my daughter when nobody else would. And after DCS finally made contact with her, I didn't feel further compelled to contact her myself, and I did not make any more attempts. Everything I have done has been motivated by my love for my daughter and my country. I started out trusting the system to protect me and my daughter and our rights, and I expected lawyers and litigants to tell the truth, and lying or misrepresenting truth should not be rewarded. You cannot have justice without truth. Falsehoods undermine the entire system. I have spent enormous amounts of time and energy over the past 8 years trying to support and defend my daughter and the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the state of Tennessee. I saw some of the judges I appeared before and also lawyers in our case, as well as DCS, fail badly. And then I sit back over here. I asked this court to, I would ask this court to deny this order of protection because even though in the past I have resisted orders I felt were unlawful and harmful, I have for over a year now determined that my compliance is the best way for me to protect my child. I have been compliant for over a year, and I determined to no longer pursue justice in this court case. As I announced in this court last August, after seeing what I believe were failures of the court, I behaved in ways that I understand made me appear to be insolent and unreasonably stubborn. I apologize for any of my behavior that appeared to be disrespectful to the court. I apologize to the plaintiff if I have actually caused him any harm by anything I have said or done. I meant no harm. I have been beaten into submission, and under the circumstances, I am convinced that my decision last year to stop pursuing contact with my child is truly the best I can do for her. No court order needs to be in place to keep me from contacting the plaintiff or the child. I will voluntarily refrain from any speech that may be unprotected or harmful to the plaintiff. I have never meant him any harm, and I have always valued his role in Delara's life, and I wish him well as he continues to parent Delara as a single father. I hope they both enjoy the next 4 years together, and that when Delara is 18, I hope he will not be angry or resentful if she should choose to have her mother in her life. So that's my opening.
You have a response to that, sir?
Your Honor, Ms. Hubbell is currently on probation, which started about a year ago. It's a 2-year probation with 2-year suspended jail time. And I understand Ms. Hubbell says she's not gonna contact me, but the main reason I believe she's holding back is because of the probation. If she violates that probation, she's gonna go to jail for 2 years. Yeah, that's. Also, we have evidence that she violated order of protection and the restraining order and no contact order with the child many, many times. So I would like my order of protection to be continued, and also I would like child to be placed because child is getting old enough now. She likes staying out with her friends, and she probably start working part-time in a couple of years. I would like her to have the no fear of having her mother coming and harming the child.
I still believe Delara should have some input.
I think you mentioned in your opening that you have voluntarily agreed to stay out of her life until she turns 18, correct?
That's correct. That's what I stated last year in court, which
All right.
which is documented in the court order. And I have made no effort. I mean, I really honestly believe that's in her best interest. It's not what I wanted. It's not what she wanted. But under the circumstances,
Then what would
I
be-
want to protect her from conflict, and this is the best
then
way.
If that's the case, if that's your agreement, then why would you be opposed to extending the OP until she's 18?
Because he has had me arrested numerous times for allegedly violating the order of protection.
But you said you voluntarily are going to stay away.
Oh, you don't understand? But I have stayed away, but he's still.
But you've already said that I'm going to stay away until she turns 18 and let her come to me at that
Right.
point. So what's your opposition to extending the OP if you're going to voluntarily stay away?
Because would you be inclined to put her on the order? She's already on a restraining order for indefinitely, which I've been compliant with, which I had to stay 500 feet away from her and not make any contact.
That's all he's asking, to extend the order.
No,
of
the
protection.
order of protection, oh my gosh, he has, it has totally disrupted my life. It's cost me money. It's caused hardship. It's damaged my reputation. People think I've had all these arrests, even though they've been dismissed. I don't have any convictions for any of the reports he's made of me violating the order of protection, except me going to her house here at this very last thing right before, when I was still trying to get her in the order of protection. I didn't care when he first got the order of protection. I told Judge Robinson, I don't care if I have no contact with him. I don't really want contact with him. But other than, what I have to do, to raise our daughter. But so I thought there wasn't going to be any problem, but I did not have any idea how easily it was to get arrested. And one of the first times I was arrested, I said, all he has to do is just make an allegation. He doesn't have to have any proof. And if he doesn't have any proof, he doesn't get in trouble if he keeps doing it over and over again. And he's harassed me with the order of protection.
It wouldn't come to that because you voluntarily said, I'm going to stay away until she turns 18.
I don't trust that. And I'll tell you why.
You don't trust your own statement?
I don't trust him to not continue to misuse the order of protection because, as he said, my daughter is getting older.
Right.
My daughter, I really believe she's almost 14 years old. Last time I saw her, she wanted her feelings considered in court. I told her I might not see you till I'm 18, but after you're 12, I'll try to get you into court. I tried to do that last year, and it was denied. And I thought the order of protection expired in June. I'm already following the restraining order. I'm the one who's restrained. This child has never in her life says that she does not want to have any contact with her mother. Ever. She has never indicated I have done anything to harm or endanger her. She has never told me that any of the things that her dad's complained about, she wants me to stop. Judge Robinson made findings that nobody but Delara's dad even said she knew about any of the things I'd done. If Delara knew about them, she didn't mention them. She had the opportunity. She is very outspoken and says how she feels. And if she had any problem at all, if she was scared, if she was angry, if she was embarrassed, she had opportunity to tell me. And we had a close enough relationship, she would have been comfortable sharing her feelings with me. She told me what she wanted to see me. She told everybody she wanted to see me. She expressed suicidal ideation and then her dad said I put those ideas into her head when I had no opportunity to even say that. And the reason I want this order of protection to expire. It was obtained with false testimony. It has been abusively misused. He does not need protection from me. It is a stain on my record. It interferes with my ability. I've been turned down for jobs because there is an active order of protection against me. So it has an adverse effect on me. Plus, it gives the appearance, just like Delara said, she was misbehaving at school because she was angry because she wasn't able to see me. And she said, and the school psychologist wrote this down and came to court and it was entered into evidence. Delara said, even when I'm good, I can't see my mom. So even when I'm good, I'm still going to have this order of protection over me that he can continue anytime he wants to. If he gets mad at Delara, say Delara wants to contact me and she sends me a text message or she calls me. I might not be able to contact her, but if she wants to write me a letter, I don't want him saying that there's a court order saying that she can't contact me without her having any input in the matter. She is going to be 14 years old next month. And it's one thing for what's happened in the past to mistreat her, but going forward, the law says she has a right for her wishes to be considered. And I believe she has a right to be heard whether or not you decide her feelings are worth anything. I think she should have the opportunity to speak. And I think she should have the opportunity to verify that things her father has said under oath were false. And even still, I am not asking for anything. I am not asking for parenting time. I am not asking for contact with her. I am not asking for custody. I'm not asking for him to be held in contempt. I just want to be left alone for the next 4 years, and put my life back together and be in peace and let him raise her in peace. But if she still wants and needs a relationship with me, and she's got the right to make pleadings through Next Friend or whatever, I know she's got that opportunity if she wants to, but I don't want her intimidated by him. If she so chooses on her own volition to seek contact with me, he wants and if you do extend this order of protection, I certainly don't believe she should be put on it. I would rather you not extend it at all, but if you do extend it for 10 years, according to this Court of Appeals opinion, where I got this reversed a gag order, the Court of Appeals you can't just say a blanket, no mention of somebody. You can't just do that. That's what the Court of Appeals said, and I have the opinion if you want to see it. So I would ask that you remove the no contact order, fine. I have no problem with no contact order because I'm not going to have any contact with him. But like I said, having the order of protection, an active order of protection on my record, it tarnishes my reputation and has kept me from having, it's got me denied background checks for jobs. It serves absolutely no purpose, and it's rewarding, it's continuing, it's not giving me any credit for doing the right thing. And if I do violate it, when my probation is over,
Let me go
he
back.
can always, you can get a order of protection instantly. So if I do anything in the future that would justify an order of protection, he can get one at that time, instantly.
I thought it was in the record that you were on disability and could not work.
I work part-time to supplement. I can't live off my disability.
What type of work?
I work about 15 hours a week.
What type of work do you
I do Grubhub, and I can't get as many hours as I'd like to with Grubhub. So I've applied for other platforms, and they deny me because of my background check. Postmates, I don't know why Grubhub apparently has lower standards because they accept me right off. But when I applied for DoorDash, I applied for Postmates, and I've applied even after I didn't have any criminal charges pending. That order of protection was still on there. So I don't think, especially when I'm trying to do the right thing here, and I'm trying to be compliant, and I'm trying to not be difficult, but it's like they're still making it difficult for me. If that order of protection's I just feel like it will be unfair, especially since he never should have gotten that order of protection in the first place. And that video of that first order of protection hearing has gotten 14,000 views on Facebook, and it is outrageous. And just because you may, the law says you may extend it for up to 10 years, but you don't have to. You can give me a break. You can throw me a bone after I've given up and said, okay, I'm done. I won't, I'll stay out of his life, and I'll just wait for Delara to come to me. I'm not going to reach out to her, and like I said, if you shouldn't just like preemptively say, oh, we're gonna assume that if there's not an order of protection, you're gonna stalk the father in the future. I don't think that's the right thing to do. After everything he's put me through, and so many people have been following my case, and so many people are, this is just not. It really doesn't give the appearance of fairness in any way. If this was to be continued when he has, he's got, it's just not right.
May I say something, Your Honor?
Yes.
Your Honor, her being denied for employment due to order of protection, I believe it is not correct. I saw her Facebook post at the time. It was mostly due to her criminal record. It wasn't due to her order of protection or Facebook post. I don't remember mentioning order of protection. It mentioned criminal records. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her
No,
arrest records.
I know what other people.
He's speaking now. Just let him finish. Now,
Yes.
had you finished
Yes, Your Honor. I'm done.
your response?
If you want to continue this, I can bring in my letter, my rejection letter, and the background check. It does make a difference.
Now, what's your basis for the continuance?
My basis for the continuance is Delara needs to be able to come in and, can I just take a moment to read this?
You can.
Your Honor, this is extremely vague. Um, Delara obviously has no idea that he is asking for her to be on a 10-year order of protection where, like I said,
But she probably wouldn't. She's a minor.
she's 14 years old.
She's a minor.
And your point is?
Well, typically, we ask that parents not discuss court cases with children.
Well,
And she's a minor.
but he
He's
knows,
the legal-
she knows.
He's the legal guardian.
Are you saying that,
What I just said was he's the legal guardian. I was responding to your comment about what he has. She has no idea what he was asking for. She probably, if he's not, you're probably correct because he's the legal guardian and she's a minor.
and also too, that order of protection is redundant because that restraining order already restrained, if you want to put him on it for 10 years,
What do you ask the court?
I don't want Delara on it.
Okay, that's
She's already
that's a
under
legal
the
decision.
restraining.
That's a legal decision I have to make. You wanted to read that. I asked you about a continuance, and you wanted to read that. So what?
I think Delara should be able to express her wishes,
Well, that's
and
what-
even if she wants to see me, before you put any more restrictions on it, that's what I'm saying. If you just leave everything, leave the restraining order in place. But if she,
You're arguing. What you asking for a continuance? What's your basis for
My
continuance? Okay.
I think she should come here and be able to say how she's doing without me in her life, how she's been affected, and if she wants to have contact with me. If she wants to be able to,
Okay. Well, let me just stop. I can rule on that right now. I'm not bringing the child to court. So what's your other reason for a continuance?
that was it. I just think that she should,
So then, are you prepared to go forward today?
yes.
All right. Let me hear from you, Mister. This is your
Yes,
petition, sir. Let me hear from you.
I call Miss Hubbell as a witness, Your Honor.
I'm sorry.
I have a witness, Miss Hubbell.
What's up? Oh, you calling her as a witness?
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
I think you've been previously sworn in, ma'am.
Miss Hubbell, when was the order of protection issued? What year was it?
The original order of protection was issued June 15, 2015.
And it was renewed
The
again
next
year and the year after, for how long?
for 5 years.
Okay. And will you read
It was
this?
renewed, and what year? When was it renewed? Was it renewed?
In 2017, Your Honor. August.
Is that August 31st?
Yes.
And that was for 5 years.
Yes, Your Honor. I have the copy if you need.
Okay, go ahead.
Will you read this post, your Facebook post? Is that your Facebook post?
Your Honor, I stipulate that
Well, just identify the document. That's the question.
it's a Facebook post from, I don't know what year this is. Oh, he says it's from January 13, 2021, where this was, so this was after,
So you've identified.
this was one of the times I went to check on Delara.
Okay, so you identified that as a document that's from your Facebook page?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Oh, he wants me to read it.
Yes, please.
I posted this on my public Facebook page. It says, I wonder if I could put a piece of, was this on my public page? On Snon's garage door to see if anyone opens it. We will see what happens tomorrow. I hope she gets the bag before it rains. Or if Samantha McBride goes over there to check on the dog, maybe I should have peeked in the window to see if the dog has food and water. Dogs have to be walked to go pee and poop. I am a whole lot more worried about Delara than the dog, but I'm worried about the dog. You can't just leave them like you do cats. I think they took the dog with them when they went to Gatlinburg. You know he would be coming to my house to trying to track me down if I was trying to hide Delara from him. I kind of want to, just to know how it feels to be cut off. Whatever happens tomorrow, I can't go home and pull the bed covers over my head and sleep so I won't hurt. I need to stay ready to get arrested at any moment. I hope they will keep my bond low. It sure sucks to be me.
Okay, will you tell why did you, like what happened, what did you do to post this?
Okay, before, earlier in this year, I had filed some things, I don't even remember what they are, because I was just I thought I was never gonna be in court again until they filed this motion. But, I had this last, case pending where I was trying to get Delara into court, where I was trying to get parenting time, get some restraints lifted, show that I had been compliant with getting a new parenting assessment and psychological evaluation, which Judge Calloway requested, thinking that being compliant with that order would start, it's like everything I do doesn't,
Did you
I don't get any reward. Okay, so she was, I had subpoenaed her to come to court, he didn't bring her. Subpoenaed to go to court for the continued,
Wait a minute, hold on. Is she answering your question or is she?
No, Your Honor.
No, he asked me what led up to this.
I'm asking you, what did you come to my house on
Oh, yeah.
January?
Yeah.
At what time did you come? When was it?
I have no idea.
Was it after dark?
I have no idea.
It was after dark, Your Honor. It was
I
at
went
night.
4 times, different times of day, to see if I was trying to figure out if you had already moved Delara out of state, because you have a history of doing what you want and asking permission later. And you filed to move her out of state, and I had asked,
So I think his question was, do you admit coming to his house?
I did, I stipulated that.
Yeah, on
I
January.
stipulated
Okay,
that. I
listen
stipulated going 4 times to
listen
his
to
house.
his comment, okay.
So what did you do when you come to the house?
Well, I went 4 times. You want me to talk about all 4 times right now?
No, I'm not talking about this incident.
I don't remember which was the first time I went.
Did you come to back porch and left the package on the back porch?
Oh, I think this was the first time I went then. The first time I went,
Yes.
after my mother had tried to reach out, you didn't respond. Because it was Christmas, for Christmas, and Delara's birthday, Christmas. My mother was in town. My brother tried to contact you, and you wouldn't respond to their request to see Delara for her birthday or Christmas. I was concerned.
Let me ask you this, do you have any exhibits that may help her tie down the time frames that you're asking about?
Your Honor, I have my camera footages, but these are from other days. These footages captured after this incident. She
So
came.
I went straight from court,
Miss Hubbell, hold on, let me clear. So you're asking about in October 13, 2001 visit that she made to the house?
This is January 2000.
Is it January 13th?
January 13, 2000.
Okay. January 13th visit when she went to the
Yeah,
house.
she
correct?
came to my house, Your Honor, at night and left the package
Okay,
on the back porch. Okay, Your Honor.
so did you provide documentation in your petition regarding those visits?
I have a Facebook post, Your Honor, from.
He put
Okay,
screenshots.
so, so do you have actual pictures of her visiting on those days?
On this day, I don't, Your
And,
Honor.
and what date did she just testify to? Is that the
January 13.
January 13th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I can't
Okay.
confirm that that date's correct, but I do confirm.
Mr. Love Hubbell, please, I'm talking to him, now we'll get back to you. So, you don't have any pictures of the January 13th
No,
visit at all?
but I have her Facebook post admitting coming to my house, checking.
So the comment that she just read from, the Facebook post, is her admission that she did come to the house that day?
Yes.
Okay.
She
Let me okay,
contemplated looking
Okay.
through my window, Your Honor.
all right. Is this the one that starts with, I wonder if I can get a piece of tape of
Yes.
Sinan.
Cian's garage door to see if anyone opens it, we will see what happens tomorrow. I hope to get the bags before it rains. So you admit that you came to his house on this day, correct?
I don't know about that day. I can't, I'm not exactly sure about the
Okay.
day or the time, but I absolutely did go and put,
And-
knock on the door first. And I don't remember if I knocked on the door.
On this day, she didn't knock on the door, Your Honor.
Oh, she
left
did
the
not
package.
knock on the
No,
door?
she just left the package.
He
Okay.
doesn't know because he didn't. he
Would you
already
just,
said he
would
didn't
you
have-
just, I'm talking to him right now. So there's, okay, but there was a package left that day.
Yes, I
Okay.
took the dog out for bathroom at night before we go to bed, Your Honor. Then I found the package.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And the dog barked maybe about an hour before. I wasn't
Okay.
sure what it was barking for.
But in any event, what you're trying to establish is the fact that she did show up at the door at your home that day.
On my back porch and
On
left the
January
package.
on January 13, 2021.
21.
All right. Now we've heard testimony on that. Do you have other you have other
Yes.
exhibits?
And Miss Abel, did you come to my house on January 20th?
I don't know what dates I came. I went 4 times to your house, different times of day, and the first time I went and left her presents that you wouldn't get from my brother or mother, she,
But I think
there
we
were
can just
cameras
go
all
back.
around. I don't know what, I can't speak to the day or the time, but I went 4 times total.
Is that you on that
That
picture?
is me.
That picture is captured on January 20, 2021, Your Honor.
That's okay.
My front door camera.
And that's part of your exhibit C in your motion,
Yes,
in
Your
your
Honor.
petition, okay? And this is 2, 3. Go ahead, sir.
And on the next picture, exhibit D, Miss Hubbell, is that you on the picture?
Both of these are pictures of me.
Okay, and this is from January 25th, Your Honor.
I see it, okay.
And she came on that day.
All right.
Also, Miss Hubbell, this is from February 5th. Did you come to my house on February 5th?
That's apparently the last time I went to your house. I don't know what day or time.
Yes, Your Honor. That is exhibit E.
Yes, sir, I got it.
Did you send this email to petitioner, Miss Hubbell?
Yes.
What day, would you check the date on that email, Miss Hubbell?
January 11,
January 11 year?
2021.
Okay.
Was that part of your exhibit, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, the email. Do you have the email, Your Honor?
I have one, but mine, okay, Monday, January 11, 2021 at 10:26 a.m.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's in the right-hand column over there. I got it. So that's the email she's referring to.
Yes, Your Honor,
Okay.
she sent an email.
Now, who did she send it to?
To me, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. For the record, Ms. Hubbell, do you want to read this email
I
into?
don't care what it says.
I didn't
I've
ask
already
you
read
that.
it. I've already read it.
Look, I asked you for the record. Would you read
Oh, for
the
the
email?
record. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you. Okay, for the record. Okay. This was addressed.
I think we start with since we are both.
Okay, since we are both pro se, I do not know how the order of protection applies. Since I have not been able to get an answer from the judge, I will assume that since the order of protection is juvenile court now, and our new case is in juvenile court, and we are both pro se, any enforcement of the order of protection should be through juvenile court. If March 15 is supposed to be a settlement date, and I have no idea how much time we will have, I think it would be appropriate for us to communicate. The one thing I do not think you have considered is how difficult of a transition it is, often is, when children begin junior high, and then it is even worse when they begin high school. Students who have emotional and behavior problems in junior high and high school are not college or university material. Delara's options will be limited. We are running out of time for getting Delara's needs met and get her on a positive trajectory if it is not too late already. Most parents want their children to surpass them in terms of success and happiness in life. Please do not continue to deny Delara the opportunity to achieve her potential. I would like a word with both of you. I think you will like what I have to say. I would appreciate it if you would not consider this a violation of the order of protection and ask for me to be arrested. If you have any evidence to show that Delara does not want me in her life and that she is doing, quote, very well, end quote, without me, please get it to me as part of discovery. I do not know how to get a trial date or how to find out how much time we will have on March 15th. I still bear you no ill will, and I still believe that if we stay out of each other's lives, we can still both be in Delara's life and meet her every need. We only get one chance to raise up a child to be well prepared for a healthy and productive life as an adult. Please do not squander any more of these few years we have to parent our child. You do not have to be afraid of me. You have no reason to hate me, and I really do think you will be immensely relieved if you get help for whatever emotional problems you struggle with. We all will be. If there is something I have done that you feel justifies this campaign of hate against me and hurt towards Delara, we need to deal with it and not let it fester and continue to poison you and Delara. I am sorry the courts have failed us, but you and I have it within our power to come to an agreement. Think about it, please, Lydia. And this was sent to Hubbell-Gider, the father, Monday, January 11, 2021.
So would you say that's a violation of the order of protection?
I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if it was, as I stated. Wasn't sure how it applied when we're pro se and we're supposed to have a discussion.
Well, I mean,
If we're supposed to have a discussion,
well, hold on. Let me look at the order of protection. I'm looking at it now, and there's on page 3, it's checked no contact. You must not come about the petitioner, including coming to or to a shared residence for any purpose, and must not contact petitioner and or petitioner's child either directly or indirectly by phone, email, messages, text messages, mail, or any other type of communication or contact.
but it also says we're supposed to have a discussion in juvenile court. And that court, that
Well,
case was transferred to juvenile.
where is that in the order of protection that you just talked about as far as
Um,
discussion? Now, I'm looking at the order of protection now. Where is that clause in the order of protection?
It wasn't.
Then what it? then-
If this, I can see how this would be considered a violation. I can
Right.
see how it could be.
uh-huh.
But when he had me arrested, this one was dismissed. But yeah. But that was when I was still trying to,
Well,
work things out.
when were you arrested?
I was arrested April 19th, and I'm not even sure if this was, I don't know if this was considered.
Of what year?
2021.
Okay.
I like I'm telling you, I haven't, when I went to his house, February 5th, that's what I'm on probation for. That's the last time I
Okay.
did anything.
Well, let me just go to the order of protection. There's a stay away clause that says you must stay away from petitioner's home, petitioner's workplace, and the children's home or workplace.
That's why I pled guilty.
Okay,
I pled guilty.
but that's
I violated the order.
that's in the order of protection.
Yes.
Okay, but the email, the correspondence regarding emails is also in the order of protection. That's the no contact. That's part of the no contact.
Well, I can see how, it wasn't my intention to violate the order of protection. It was my intention to You know what I should have done is I should have called the court and asked, and I didn't, and I'm sorry. I
What?
should have gotten clarification from juvenile court as to how I'm supposed to have a discussion, with the opposing party. I apologize.
Okay.
If I had it to do over again, that's what I would do. I would get clarification from the court.
But do you recognize that both of those are part of the order of protection as far as the stay away and the no contact?
Yes.
Okay.
And I have not, it's been, February 5th, it's been well over a year since I've violated anything in any way. This February 5th that's the last time, and he can confirm that's the last time.
So you admit that you violated on February the 5th and the January?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm on probation
Right.
for pleading guilty. I am on probation. I violated the order of protection. I pled guilty. I'm on probation till June of next year.
Right.
I'm on probation. I pled guilty to violating the order of protection. I am not going to violate the order of protection anymore. You do not need to, that's what I'm trying to say. I have not had any violations whatsoever since February 5th, 2021. And I'm not going to have contact with him or go to his house. And then I'm also, I don't know how to make that any more clear.
All right. Yes, sir. Yes.
Did you come to H.G. Hill Middle School in July 2019 when petitioner and the child was present at the school?
I did.
What year was that?
This was in 2019, Your Honor.
2019. Okay.
In July 2019. What did petitioner ask you to leave?
You did.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Did you leave when I asked you to leave?
You left. I didn't leave until the principal
Yes, Your Honor.
came and told me what was going on. I did leave, but you left first.
I asked her
I
to.
was there first, and you left first.
This is one of your Facebook posts regarding that incident. If you would identify and read it to court, please. It is from August 2019.
Your Honor,
Hold on,
I stipulate.
hold on, just a minute. Let me get the order. What is that you just?
It's a Facebook post regarding that incident, Your Honor. Ms.
Is
Hubbell posted.
that part of what you submitted to the court?
It may not be on the.
Okay, that's a Facebook page where she admitted to going to the school.
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. Now that was probably entered as part of her plea, and the reason she's on probation. Is that correct?
This is one of the ones that was dismissed by the state.
This
This was a violation of the restraining order from, I wasn't trying to make contact with him. It was a violation of the restraining order. I went to her school, which was a violation of the restraining order.
okay.
But
I think let me just go back to the time frame on this order of protection. It was taken out in August of 2017, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that one's dated. What you're entering now is dated July of 2019.
Yes, Your Honor.
That goes back to what I just read earlier about the stay away. You must stay away from petitioner's home and petitioner's workplace and the child's home and workplace.
I did.
But
I went to her school for an open house, and they were not there, and I didn't even know if they were going to be there or not. I went because I wanted to see what Delara's new school was. This is a brand new school, and I wanted to talk to the guidance counselor and the principal. And Delara had a whole support system at elementary school, and I wanted to help ease her transition to her new school. And when the last visit I had with Delora, I told her I would try to see her once a year if I could, and that was a good opportunity, and I took advantage of it. And he's the one who came around me. I did not go around him. And this, I can't be, the state has already dismissed that as a, charge of order protection. But it's a violation of a restraining order, and he could have, what he should have done, well, that's part of my testimony. Yeah.
We'll come back to that one, sir. Go ahead.
May I have a read that Facebook post, Your Honor?
May you admit it?
Yes, I would like her to read the post.
Oh, is that and how long is the post, ma'am? Go ahead and read it for the record.
This was August 1st, 2019. I get to go, it's posted on Facebook, I get to go to jail for justice again. My ninth arrest in the past 4 years relating to my refusal to walk out of my little girl's life is going down tomorrow. I just talked to Detective Williams who knocked on my door earlier today. People in Nashville who have never heard of domestic abuse by proxy or parental alienation or the judicial accountability movement need to pay attention to my case. Some people think I should just follow orders. I did. I followed unlawful orders when it broke my heart to do so. I trusted the system until I realized how corrupt it is, and especially the family court system. It is one thing for the system to fail to punish criminals, but it is even worse for it to be manipulated in such a way as to inflict injury on innocent people. I will be going to meet with Detective Williams tomorrow to make my own statement before I will be arrested, and I will have a 12-hour hold. I did not violate an order of protection. I did violate a restraining order that Delara's father asked for, not because I have ever harmed or endangered her, but because he simply decided that he wants to erase me and my entire family from Delara's life. So I'm guilty of contempt of court. How many people know about jury nullification? I am resisting oppression and arbitrary abuse of power because it is a task set before me, and I know that most people are not willing or able to stand up against the kind of abuse I have been subjected to. There is something very wrong when people are rewarded for committing perjury and their victims are punished for speaking out against it. Yes, the price of freedom is high, and it is the price I am paying. In jail or out, I am not free to love or be loved by my little girl. This could happen to anyone who can get outspent in a custody battle. Children need two loving, fit parents like my daughter had before her father bought my parental rights in Nashville, Tennessee.
I would like to enter this as an evidence, Your Honor.
I would like a copy of that.
You want to enter that as an exhibit, sir? Is that what I'm
Yes,
hearing?
Your Honor.
Okay, pass it over.
She was at the school when, I'm not sure who came first, but it was an open house.
I'm sorry.
I was at the school with the child and Miss Hubbell was there, Your Honor, and I asked her to leave. She didn't leave. Then I talked to principal. Principal asked Miss Hubbell to leave. After that, she left. Otherwise, she didn't leave when I asked her to leave.
Okay.
And this is another Facebook post. I believe this is my it is in my petition, Your Honor. It is Exhibit O.
Oh, just a minute. Let me flip to that. Is that the one with the pictures on it?
This one, it says they cannot arrest me for violating restraining order from August 2019.
I don't know if he needs one. Like I don't know. Did you need a copy of this back?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so let me hold on just a minute. So the exhibit that you want to introduce now, is this the
It's in
one with
the
pictures
petition.
on
The
it?
last exhibit, I believe, is Exhibit O.
Facebook post where she
Says they cannot arrest me for violating the restraining order.
admits her multiple violations of the and this was posted January 28th, 2021. That's what you have written at the top.
Oh, since she already admitted, I wasn't planning to submit this one, but I can submit it.
Oh, I thought that you said you were.
Okay,
I
let's
thought
go
you
to.
said this one was
Yeah,
part
I
of
would
it.
like her to read this one. Just, Misal, it's a long post if you read the quote.
Now, is she reading from this one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just need to follow.
Just,
Where is she going to start reading from?
Besides sending one email asking to talk about setting things between us and working together. Oh, besides sending one email asking to talk about settling things between us and working together to better meet Delara's needs, I have been to the house to check on Delara a few times. Nobody ever came to the door. I went the first time January 11 after I had gone to court, so that's the answer to that question. January 11 after I'd gone to court expecting a hearing. Then I went back on different days at different times of day. After the January 11 welfare check I did, there were cameras on every side of the house. Honestly, I'm surprised he did not have them sooner. On Monday, after a failed attempt to get relief in the emergency hearing, and I said, I'm not sure how I feel about DCS, I objected to them getting involved because they are so corrupt and have caused so much harm to Delara. But maybe they can find her and verify that she is physically okay. I reached out to more neighbors. Some are very concerned and want to be involved, and some of them definitely do not want to get involved. I do not know if every attempt to check on Delara is a separate offense. People need to understand that laws are made to benefit people, and when people with evil intent engage in malicious abusive process, they should not be allowed to get away with it. To me and Delara, we have had zero protection from the laws, and there have been zero negative consequences for the lawyers and judges in DCS and Delara's father to use laws to cause harm to Delara, to me, and to the public's confidence, if they had any to start with, into the judicial system. I really could use community support. These rights Delara and I have been denied are more important than a lot of things being talked about, including mask wearing. Media coverage would be good. There needs to be an investigation into my closed case, an investigation into juvenile court, the Court of Appeals, and DCS. I am not a dangerous criminal. I have more respect for the law than any of my adversaries do. I do not want to see it perverted, and I do not want my child's suffering to continue to be unaddressed. This ordeal has cost a lot of money to taxpayers, wasting court resources, creating expenses for my daughter's special ed services after the courts damaged her. And I have not even got a bill yet for the pretend appeal I had. The public needs to pay very close attention to due process violations. Remember that abuse escalates when unaddressed. They do not need to be allowed to get away with this. Free Hubbell-Gider, do good and seek peace.
Okay, I would like this to be entered as exhibit, and she admitted
Okay. The admission, okay. That'll be
multiple violations.
exhibit number 2. All right. All right, go ahead, sir.
And this is another Facebook post from August 2019. I believe it is the last exhibit in my petition, Your Honor. It looks like this.
Okay, let me. I was looking for the date on it. What's the date on it?
It is from August 19. I'm not sure the exact date, Your Honor.
Oh,
It might be the last page.
Officer, could you pass that up so I can see if I have it, please? Let's see. I think I have that one. Oh, it's part toward the back, I think. Okay, I got it. Here you go. All right, so
This post is about the incident that when she came to school, Ms. Hubbell, will you read the highlighted part, please, from your Facebook post from 2019 August?
I said, well, the question I'm answering, it says, since you actually violated the restraining order this time, do you think they'll keep you? And my response was, I did not violate the order of protection, they can't arrest me for violating the restraining order. Or, that's what it's.
Okay. You want this, or?
Yes, Your Honor, I would like it to be entered as an exhibit. She's stating that she won't be arrested for violating restraining order.
All right, it's exhibit number 3.
In March 2019, did you come to Father's subdivision and chalked messages at the bus stop that your child get off the bus?
What was the question?
Did you write chalk messages at the bus stop in Father's subdivision where child gets off school bus in March 2019?
I did do that at some point, I don't remember. I don't remember.
Okay, I have a Facebook post for that incident, Your Honor.
Which,
It is Exhibit K.
K?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, I see it, okay.
Ms. Hubbell, will you read this?
I wrote my daughter's name and messages and left some cards with my contact information at the corner where the school bus stops in the Laura subdivision. I think I wrote, tell Delara, it's supposed to tell Delara that her family misses her and be patient for the summer. And if your heart, what? And this doesn't make sense. And wrote, Mom, that is a violation of the restraining order that tells me not to write my daughter's name in public, but I did it anyway under this arbitrary abuse of power and oppression because it's my duty and my right under the Tennessee Constitution, Article 1.
And you are aware that the restraining order from Third Circuit Court stated that you are not allowed to write your child's name in public places, right?
Your Honor, I object.
Just answer the question.
Well, I'm objecting to his question. You didn't hear
Well,
my objection.
you don't
I
get,
can't object.
no, ma'am. No, ma'am, you under direct, so you have, you can answer the question, you have to answer the question.
What was the question?
In the restraining order, were you aware that there is a statement saying that you are not allowed to write your child's name in public places?
That was somewhere in some restraining order.
And you, with your,
And, or it was, yeah.
yeah, you are admitting that you are not supposed to do.
I am admitting, I violated a court order that said I could not write my daughter's name on the sidewalk.
But you did it anyway because
I
you
did it
object to arbitrary
Yes.
use of.
Yes.
Okay.
And that was adjudicated. And I was not found guilty of violating an order of protection.
I would like that to be entered as an exhibit, Your Honor.
Should I be, let's see. Exhibit number 4. All right, so go ahead.
There is another Facebook post from October 2018.
Is that part of the exhibit?
It's not part of the exhibit, Your Honor. Ms. Hubbell, do you recognize this?
I recognize this post.
Where is that chalking?
I don't know.
It's in my neighborhood playground, Miss Hubbell. I can maybe.
Well, then why are you asking me where it was?
Yeah. Okay. Do you
I don't know where it was.
Do you recognize this chalking?
I recognize the post.
Yeah. These are chalkings, Your Honor. Miss Hubbell left at the child's playground in October 2018 after restraining order was issued saying that she's not supposed to do that. She came and she chalked about 10 messages. It said free Hubbell-Gider, and she posted one of them on her Facebook and saying that, can you guess where? Next day when I went to a playground, I saw these messages, Your Honor.
Okay.
The next day,
Yes. I would like to enter these as exhibits.
That'll be exhibit number 5. All right, go ahead, sir.
Ms. Hubbell, do you recognize this letter you sent to your child?
yes,
What date does it have?
June 17, 2019.
Was there a no contact order when you sent this letter to your child? Issued by juvenile courts?
Don't remember.
Yes, there was. And I included it as a exhibit.
I believe you.
Yes, it says all contact between Abigail.
Is that the order that you put as part of your petition, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, I
Hold on, let me
included it.
find it, please.
Yeah, let me see. This one.
Is that the order that's dated, the date stamped August the 31st, 2017?
It is September 10, 2018.
That's the circuit court order.
This, the one I'm talking about is juvenile court order. Your
Yeah,
Honor.
let me find it, please. This is, September 2018.
Yes, Your Honor. September 10.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Hubbell, here is the court order from juvenile court. Will you read this paragraph, please?
This is court order from the hearing on August 17, 2018. It is ordered a judge to decree that all contact between Delara and her mother is suspended. This is to include contact through phones, vans, rocks, calls, school visits, appointments, visits, letters, and any other mechanisms which would allow contact. The mother is also restrained and enjoined from having any contact with the school and or receiving any of the school's documents or paperwork.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Hubbell. And what date does your letter have, Ms. Hubbell?
This one that I wrote says, Dear Delara, it's been 11 months since your father, let's see, June 17, 2019. Dear Delara, it has been 11 months since your father has allowed you to see me. The bad judge we have who said it was okay for him to keep you from me also has said it is up to him and she would be okay with him letting you see me. She said anything your dad and I agreed on would be okay with her, but I can never agree to never be in your life. That is what all your father wants for me to abandon you.
And I would like that to be entered as an exhibit, Your Honor. Or is
The copy that I have?
Yes,
Okay.
it is exhibit N, Your Honor.
Yeah. That would be number 6. Now wait a minute. I think it's what she read that you wanted to come in as an exhibit, right?
Yes, exhibit N on mine.
Okay. Exhibit. No, what exhibit is it?
N, it is written N on
N. Exhibit N. Okay.
N, like
Now, is that what she just read?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
It's a letter from.
I got it. So this is what you want to come in as exhibit.
Yes, Your Honor.
It'll be number 6. This was July. All right.
The next exhibit. This is a postcard sent to a child on. Miss Hubbell, do you recognize this?
Yes.
Did you send it to the child? Abigail?
It's addressed to Hubbell-Gider.
And what date does it have?
Postmarked April 26, 2019.
Will you read the contents of the postcard?
This is a printed postcard. It says, Bubbles of Love, parentalalienation.info. The two enemies of the people are criminals and government, so let's tie the second down with the chains of the Constitution, so the second one will not become a legalized version of the first. Help us tighten the chains of the Constitution, www.cclja.org or www.tennjam.com, 917society.com, familyforwardproject.com, Children Campaigning for Liberty and Justice in America, and the Tennessee Jam Judicial Accountability Movement needs you. We cannot have a strong country without strong families. We must restore and maintain the integrity of our judicial system. Family court corruption is destroying families and children through unjust custody orders and DCS removals and other interference into the private lives of families and infringements on fundamental liberties. Working together, we can make liberty and justice for all a reality. The Tennessee Constitution states, Article 1, Sections 1 and 2, all power is inherent in the people, and all free governments are founded on their authority and instituted for their peace, safety, and happiness. For the advancement of those ends, they have at all times an unalienable and indefeasible right to alter, reform, or abolish the government in such manner as they may think proper. Government being instituted for the common benefit, the doctrine of non-resistance against arbitrary power and oppression is absurd, slavish, and destructive of the good and happiness of mankind.
I would like that to be entered as an exhibit, Your Honor. It's a postcard sent to child after the no contact order was issued by juvenile court.
All right. Exhibit number 7. Go ahead, sir.
Miss Hubbell, somebody on the internet sent me, this is, I believe, one of your posts from 2019. Will you read the highlighted part, please?
Well, I'm going to read the whole thing.
Okay.
So one person says, Your Honor, I don't, there's not anything, I don't think, I'll go ahead and read it. Someone says, for what it's worth, don't get hung up on whether she's fine or not. Either way, she needs you. And then, it looks like I responded, I think she will stay alive 2 more months. And then somebody else said, and after that, question mark, and there wasn't any reply to that. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah. You saying your child will stay alive for 2 more months?
I said, I think she'll stay alive 2 more months.
What do you think would kill your child?
I don't have any context whatsoever. I don't know what this is. I don't know what it's in reference to. I don't have any, I don't know. It could possibly be about her suicidal ideation and, her, what she was saying about wanting to die and wanting people to kill her. And, that's the only thing that I can think of, is because she had expressed suicidal ideation and there were concerns about her, there was a safety plan put in place and mental health, she had a mental health crisis at school and said she always felt sick and was always in pain, but I don't, I assume that this was in reference to her risk of self-harm.
Okay. I would like this to be entered as an exhibit, Your Honor. This is not in my petition.
And I need a copy of it too, because I want a copy of it.
Exhibit number 8. All right.
Okay, I have another Facebook post from March 2018. I don't believe this is part of my petition, but I would like Ms. Howell to read it, please.
This does not have a date on it. I don't know. This is a post from my Facebook page. I don't know when, and whoever actually printed it off their face page, their name's been redacted. So I don't know who got this, but it says March 17, does not say what year. It says, March 17 at 11:04 p.m. I'm saying, praying that Judge Callaway has made the right decision, and if she doesn't, I guess we'll ask for reconsideration. I don't know what kind of post-judgment motions can be made, but if I don't get primary custody and control, the judge may be signing my daughter's death warrant, and I'm not exaggerating. My daughter doesn't need psychiatric help. She needs the judge to stop this abuse and give her the chance to heal naturally. It is really sad to me that any parent can let their child suffer like this. I don't know how common it is, but it should be non-existent. Nobody should have the audacity to ask a judge to put a child in harm's way like has been done in my case. First of all, it's against the law. Besides that, it's totally inhumane.
I would like that to be entered as an exhibit, Your Honor. This is from March 2018.
Okay. Oh, that'd be good.
Ms. Howell is stating,
I'd like to know the relevance of that.
you are saying judge is signing your child that sentence if you don't get the...
And I need a copy of that too.
This is another exhibit for her violation of no contact order with the child, Your Honor. A video posted on TikTok for child to see. Ms. Hubbell, do you recognize that picture from TikTok?
Yes.
And will you read the text next to it, which is the transcribe of the video?
Well, this is the message here, beside it, that he's alleging I spoke, this is a video, so he's alleging I said in this video, Delara, tell everybody your story, liberty and justice is for everybody, including children, you do have rights. Tell all your friends, tell them to tell their moms, their brothers, sisters, tell everybody. And Lydia, a Hubbell, hashtag free Hubbell-Gider, people need to stand up and speak out for you, you're right and they're wrong, I'm right, they're wrong, you are gonna stand your ground till we get justice, be strong and courageous, I love you so much. That's what that says.
Do you admit that you said those things in the video?
I can't absolutely confirm it, but that sounds like sentiments I would express.
Okay. I would like this to be entered as an exhibit, Your Honor. This,
Okay, number 10 if it comes in. I think this is, I think you provided this one. I have a copy of, that was part of
okay,
your
yes, sir.
petition.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, yes.
You give that back to, give that back to her.
Ms. Hubbell, you sent a postcard to your child on August 3rd, 2018. I believe this might be before the order was issued, but I would like you to read that postcard, what you wrote to
Well,
your
now,
child.
well, now, is this prior to the order of protection? Hold on, hold on. What did you just say? This is prior to something?
This is after the restraining order, Your Honor.
Okay, after restraining order, okay.
But I believe it is before the Judge Callaway's no contact order.
Was it prior to the
Judge
order of
Callaway's.
protection that was issued in 2017?
No, it is in 2000. This postcard was sent in 2018, Your Honor.
And that was after the order of protection was,
Yes.
no, is
Yes.
this, what's the relevance of this? Is
The
that,
contents, Your Honor, is she's talking about the things like all death and animals dying.
I'd like to read it.
is this a contact with the child? Was it
She
mailed?
sent it to the child, Your Honor.
She sent it to the child.
Yes.
I'd like to read it.
That's fine. I just want to be sure that it's within the window that we're talking about. It's in the window when the order of protection was outstanding, correct?
The order of protection was, in place,
August of
but,
2017.
but the no contact order between Delara and I was not in place.
Well, that's part of the order of protection.
What?
That's part of the order of protection, that you to have no contact with the child. We just went over, well, it's in the order of protection. I just read it to you earlier.
Are you talking about the very original order of protection?
I'm talking about the one that we're here on today that he wants to extend. The one that was,
Can you show me?
the one that was entered August the 31st, 2017.
There's not any, there. In 2016.
Hold on. Let me get to the order of protection.
I think you've been under the mistaken impression that Delara has been under the order of protection ever since June 2015, and that's not the case. She was removed from the order of protection the first time it was extended.
The one I'm looking at is originally dated June of 2015, and she is on the order of protection.
Your Honor,
June 2015?
That's the original one.
But when it was
Okay,
extended.
but then it was extended
it
was extended August 31st, 2017,
Do
correct?
you have that order of extending it for 1 year?
this file is really thick, so you just bear with
I might have a copy of it.
And he even says in the thing we're hearing today that he wants to put Delara back on it because she was taken off. So he referred to that himself in his today's thing.
me. I'm looking at the file stamp one from October 2017, and
You should be looking at the 2016 one.
I'm looking at the one that was file stamped October 2017.
Well, you need to be looking at the one where she was removed from it, which was in the
That's-
first order of protection. If you look at the first order of protection, you will see that it expires June 15, 2016.
Hold on, let me get my documentation together. AC. AC 233. Seven, 8, 2. Let's see what he's got. All right. So the order protection number is AC 233782. That's the one he filed under for today. Before renewal. And the original order, let me get all this stuff together. Was dated October 16, 2017, and the child is on that order. Okay. Let's see.
It's not no contact between my dog. Judge Robinson removed the no contact between Delara and me in 2016. And
Well, that's 2016, but I'm just saying the one that we're here on today was dated 2017.
because he extended it on Sanan, he didn't put Delara back on it. Delara is not under a no contact order of protection. She has not been since June 15, or whatever the extension was. It was, I hired an attorney, so when it was the end of the first order of protection, before they extended it, the attorney, my attorney and his attorney, my attorney got them to take Delara off of it and left it in place only for him, so that it wouldn't interfere with the juvenile court orders.
And I.
He can stipulate that she was taken off of it.
Well, I can't stipulate to that. I have to have an order to that effect, but I don't have.
That she was taken off?
Well, I have to have an order that she was taken off because the original was filed in 2015, and it was renewed in 2017, and it's.
No, it was renewed in 2016. It expires, if you look at the original order of protection,
But the one that we hear on today, according to his petition, it was renewed August the 31st, 2017. That was already established as part of the record, and that's the one.
but the order that was made in 2016 in Judge Philip Robinson's court removed Delara from the order of protection, from the no contact order.
Because he had ordered that I have no contact with Delara.
Okay. So are you saying in Judge Robinson's court in what year?
2016.
Well, here's one. Okay, I have an order from his court from July of 2017. Let me just read that order.
There's a restraining order for the child from October 2017. It says she's not supposed to be within 500 yards of the child.
Exactly. He's the one that put the restraining order to stay away from her. And then Judge Calloway's the one that put the no contact order on.
There was an order of protection taken out in June of 2015 and extended to June of 2016, and then that order was extended for 5 years as it relates to Mr. Gider. So all I have is the 2017 order of protection that includes the child.
Your Honor, I
Well-
believe she is right. Child was removed in 2016 when we renewed the order, and when it only covered me as far as I know. But when I went to police department to get an arrest, they also told me that child was under the order of protection. So, but as far as I know, child is not under order of protection right now. But there is a restraining order that from the circuit court that says Miss Hubbell needs to stay 500 yards away from the child and not write child's name in public places.
Okay, this one
here's
ended,
an order that,
this one ended in 2016. So. Okay. So what you're asking for today, if the child is not on there, you asking the child be added to the order of protection?
Yes, Your Honor, because there's a no contact order from juvenile court, and also there's a restraining order from circuit court saying that Miss Hubbell should not have any contact with the child. I mean, it says Miss Hubbell should not come within 500 feet. It is Exhibit I in my petition, Your Honor. Restraining order.
And Your Honor, if you look at this restraining order from Third Circuit Court from September 2017, the restraining order, not the one that says order, the one that says restraining order,
From September of 2017?
yeah, 21st day of September. Okay, you got that?
I got it.
Okay, go to page 5. And look at number 9, paragraph 9.
Well,
You do have an order missing, but I can,
yeah, that
I
one.
could, it's probably somewhere in the file, but I can bring you a copy of it.
Well, I have to have it, but on number 9, it did mention the issue will be taken up with juvenile courts. So okay, I just have to proceed. Okay. Yeah, I'm just. The OP I have still has her on it, but I don't have any order that's really that says she's removed from it. All right, so we'll, all right, we probably need to take a break at this point in time. So we'll give you all about a 15-minute break. We'll come back, okay? Don't discuss this testimony with anyone else outside, okay? I got it. I have the OP file. It's just the same OP that we're here under. The AC number, but I just don't have anything that says the child is taken off. All the orders I have includes the child. That's my confusion. Okay. All right, we'll take about a 15-minute break. We'll come back in.
What's in recess, 15 minutes?
All right. Thank you. This stuff here. But even when they tried, a circuit court transferred it over here, but they didn't take the child off. The child is still on here. It left it up to us to whether or not the child should stay on it. But we never had a hearing on whether or not the child should stay off of it. Oh. Mr. Christian, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, there, sir. Had an eye appointment this morning.
Oh, you did? Well, at least you tell us. That's something new for us. We normally don't get notifications.
They've been down here for years. Just Hubbell down.
Oh, yeah, she's been here, yeah.
How was Delilah now about?
14, I think she is. Yeah.
I remember she used to throw rocks over the school fence. Right on the sidewalk, pretty Delilah.
Oh, yeah, she's up to the same old stuff.
I just don't get it.
Do you have a copy for yourself over there?
Yes, I have
Okay.
for the days, yes.
Yeah, okay. I got to take it out because I didn't want to
That's
talk to him when I went out there. I was gonna go do it later and I never did. Thank you.
No problem.
minutes
Come
here.
back in, sir?
Give me a few more minutes. No. I'm not ready for them yet. I need to judge. I had to run this by her because this is her case, and this OP we have a little concerned about. I'll be right back.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you. Oh, I'm sorry.
You can bring me in, sir.
Also, sir, Ms. Hubble has a friend.
No. No friends coming in. I think that's a reporter,
I know.
and we're not allowing no friends in.
All right.
Don't want that. See your name. All right. Let me go back and clarify this restraining order. I think I was reading Judge Smith's last order from October of 2017, and that's where he extended the order of protection, the original order of protection. He extended that for 1 year, but in his ruling, he said, let me get to this, that the order of protection was extended for a period of 5 years as it relates to Mr. Gider. I think in his oral arguments before the court, he may have stated that the child should come off. So what was happening at the time, you had something pending, Mom, for parenting time and custody, correct? Back in 2016, you were looking to, you're either asking for parenting time or custody. And that was filed over here.
He got the first order of protection in the middle of our first
Right.
custody modification.
Right.
And after the order of protection expired, and we took, well, Judge Calloway said in her order, well, you can't have any visitation till as long as the lawyer's on order of protection.
Right.
So when she came off the order of protection,
You
then,
can take your mask off so I can hear you a little better.
oh, I'm sorry, yeah, I filed to, modify, modify the, order of protection, or no, the parenting time,
Right.
custody, I wanna see my daughter.
Right, I understand. And that was what was pending when the order of protection was extended over there by Judge Smith. So he basically, I think, said in his oral ruling that I think it's appropriate to take the child off, but that would be a juvenile court decision because that you had your pending petition for custody and or visitation. But he did extend the order of protection as to the father only over there. But he never, in his written ruling, never took the child off in his written ruling. So when we got the order of protection over here, I don't know what happened as to your parenting time, or that issue was never addressed, or it was addressed and you didn't get any. But the order of protection over here was never modified to take the child off. The child is still on the order of protection legally.
You're missing an order, I'll have to bring it in and give it to you.
Well, I don't-
You're missing the order where he specifically said in his order that he was removing the child because that, and he even told, Sanani even told you that that's the case, so.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree, but I have all of his orders in here, and I'm reading from them. But I think
I thought you couldn't find the one from 2016 where he extended the order of protection and took the Laura off of it.
that's again. But the order of protection was extended back in 2017.
When it was extended in 2017, Sanan was asking to put Delara back on it. And Judge Robertson said, you don't put somebody on it and then take them off of it and then put it back on again. So he said he was going to send the file to juvenile court, but he did issue a restraint instead of, so he didn't do the order of protection, he didn't put Delora back on order of protection, but he did just as bad by saying I had to stay 500 feet from her. So he put that restraining order where I had to stay 500 feet
Right.
from her in place until juvenile court said, you know, in my opinion, they should, Judge Robertson shouldn't have ever,
Okay, but I've got
you
this
know,
two
he shouldn't have
thousand,
interfered with juvenile court orders in the first place.
Well-
But he did sit it here, so you get to do what you want to with it.
I do have his 2017 order.
But you don't have the 2016 order. You haven't been able to find it. But I have a copy at my house, I can bring. Do you know how long we'll be here today?
Oh, just a minute, man. Okay. I'm trying to get a couple things resolved here today, so let's. Now here's the 2016 order that, if you can tell me and show me in here where he took the child off, I'd be more than happy to look at it. But that's the one for 2016.
No, this isn't the order of protection. This is for the statement of evidence for, the appeal of, this is.
But what I'm
for
telling
appeal.
you.
This is not the 2016 order of protection.
Okay, but what I'm telling you is every order of protection that I have has the child on it. Still.
Well, I'm saying that you're missing one.
An order of protection?
You're missing the 2016 order from Judge Robinson where he took Delora off of it and extended it. It was one that Sarah Rice Digby did, but she did the 2017 one too.
She did the 2000, this is one I just handed you. She did the 2006, she did the 2016 order.
That was an order for my appeal. That was for the motion on the statement of evidence. That didn't have anything to do with order of protection.
Okay. Here's one from February 2016.
It would have been.
And this is where, this has,
After June 2016.
after June or after,
And it would be in Third Circuit.
well, this is Third Circuit I'm looking
But
at.
it would be after June 2016, because I think he filed for the extension, like, June 16th, he filed for to extend that
Go back.
2015 order. Do you have the technical record?
This, I'm sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
If you have the technical record for the appeal from the 2018 order, it's probably in the technical record filed in there.
Okay.
But it absolutely does exist, and it absolutely does say specifically that he's removing the no contact order for removing Laura as far as the no contact goes.
Have you finished your proof, or do you have more proof?
I have a couple more questions, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Now, I will, when he finishes his proof, then I will close it for the day and give you a chance to come back and put on your proof.
So it's gonna get continued.
Well, I think you asked for continuance when you first,
Oh, well, yeah,
But you said you wanted to bring in your proof.
well, but originally, I wanted Delara to come to testify because
Okay.
that's the only testimony that I had, and I wanted her to be able to rebut some of the things that the allegations that her father made, but I do have, I've got, I mean,
Well, I'm asking, do you need another day to break?
I do need another day.
There'll be another day. I'm gonna let Dad close his proof today, and then we'll come back and hear your proof.
Okay.
Okay, sir, go ahead.
Oh, one more question. In Judge Calloway's court, I know this is Judge Calloway's court, but I just want to understand the procedures and stuff. She allowed court watchers
No, I'm not
when
allowing
it
that.
wasn't neglect and dependency.
I'm not allowing that today, because the court's was not on notice of that prior to you asking for that, so.
Okay, so as far as the open courts go, I would have, if I wanted, court watchers or observers.
Now, what is a court watcher? And
Oh, it's
just tell me,
It's just members of the public, like when my aunt was with Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
but as far as
Just observe.
as far as them being a party to the case, they're not a party to this
she's not a
case.
party to the case. She's not going to be giving any testimony.
But what's the relevance of this person being in the
Just
courtroom?
being interested in proceedings and wanting to participate in, I don't know of any legal reason if she's not a party to the case why she can't observe. I mean, in our order of protection hearing, there's courtrooms full of people that weren't parties to the case. And we've had interns sit, and other times my brothers come, people from church have come, and I never had a problem with it before in Callaway's court or in Third Circuit or in Fourth Circuit. So I just want to understand what the rules is here.
Yeah.
If
Had I had notice of it and had a chance to look into it, I probably would make a ruling otherwise. But just to be sprung on me like this, and sprung on Dad like this, it's not appropriate at this time.
Oh, but if there weren't witnesses, okay, so I could make
I
a
could.
witness list and ask you ahead of time?
Are you bringing them? Will they be a witness to
They're
this
not
particular
witnesses.
case? They're not witnesses.
They're not gonna give testimony. They're not gonna participate, they're just observers. Like when I was working with my aunt with Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and we would just go observe.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Well, I'll take that under advisement. Okay, Dad, let's move on with your proof.
Oh, Ms. Hubbell, will you read that postcard you sent to your child in 2018, please?
Okay, this is a happiness party of two, just a little greeting card. The pre-printed part says happiness party of two on the front, and with two little birds, and the inside says, everything is better when I'm sharing it with you, love you. And then the handwritten part that I hand wrote, August 3rd, 2018, says, Dear Delara, I keep checking my mailbox for something from you. Hurry up and send me something. Last night when I was walking Bonnie, that's my dog, she saw a possum and she pulled so hard on the leash, the leash slipped out of my hand, and she grabbed the possum and just shook it violently. I got Bonnie as quickly as I could and left the possum. I think it was dead, but I didn't check. 2 days ago, when I let the birds out, a vole had apparently drowned in their water trough. One of the ducks ate it right up. It took a while. I watched a video of an owl eating something big, a rabbit, I think. I never thought it would get it down. I just got stung by a wasp on my arm. I sprayed the nest they were building, Love Mom, and then on the back it says XXOOXX hugs and kisses, exclamation point.
I would like to enter this as an exhibit, Your Honor. It is not part of my petition.
It's number 11. Did you want it back or a copy?
Yes,
of it?
Your Honor, that would be nice if I can have it.
At least you got a 4-side, that one. Go ahead, sir.
Ms. Hubbell, did you post YouTube videos and encourage your child to watch them.
Yes,
You did? How many YouTube videos do you have right now online?
I have no idea.
100 maybe? Is it an approximate?
Maybe.
Okay. Is this one of your videos, Miss Hubbell?
Yep, this is one I wrote after a hearing with Callaway.
And what is the title of your video says?
It's the My Darling Delara in quotation, which I put as a way to search it, to let me know that it's in reference to court proceedings. That's my little code. Are you willing to be a martyr for your country? 2016.
How old
And
was?
it says, I submit to you that every member of the military takes an oath that implies that they are willing to be a martyr. I have had to stop people have to stop focusing on themselves and start focusing on the greater good, or we will have no hope of our children having any security. And then it goes on, it says, it is our fault that this, and then I don't know what else is in the description.
Is this video still online?
I believe it's still online. I don't recall, I
If you-
don't know.
If you believe your child is suicidal, do you think it is appropriate for your child to see a video by her mother saying that, are you willing to be a martyr for your country?
Don't, that was, well, if she watched that, she would, that doesn't have anything to do with literally, being a martyr. That was in reference to what that was in reference to a comment Judge Callaway said when she told me I shouldn't be a martyr for the Constitution. And so I wanted to discuss that publicly. I don't know how many people viewed it, but I don't believe Delara ever saw it.
But
And I did not intend Delara to see that. I intended all the people who are following my case to see it.
But
And
you-
the general public I'm trying to inform, I intended them to see it. But I don't, yeah, so no, but no, I don't think that would have caused Delara to have suicidal ideations, because she never mentioned it to me at all. And she was expressing distress before I ever posted that. But that wasn't about Delara, that was about me and me thinking that the Constitution was being trampled on.
But your video title states, "My darling Dilara, are you willing to be a martyr for your country?"
Yeah, my darling Delara is in quotation marks. Like I said, it wasn't addressed to her. And if you want to listen to the video, you'll see that. In fact, Your Honor, can we watch this YouTube video to show that it is not,
That may be part of your proof when
Okay,
you
all right.
present it, but,
okay, all right.
I would like to submit this as an exhibit, Your Honor.
that'd be number 11, sir.
I get a copy of that too.
Was that part of your petition? Was this one?
I don't believe it is in the petition.
I've seen that photograph before. That's why I was asking. Miss Florida. Go ahead, sir.
And here are some more videos on YouTube. If you would read the titles, the first one you already read, so.
Okay, this is on my YouTube channel. It says, "My darling Delara," these are just the headlines. My darling Delara, are you willing to be a martyr for your country? And that's 7 minutes and 18 seconds long. Another one is answering the trolls. Another one is Metro Nashville Police Department Detective Williams calls Lydia Hubbell regarding the arrest warrant. That one's 18 minutes long. June 18, 2019, Rocket Man and Words for Delara. I went and watched a movie, and I was talking about that movie, and I wanted to record things to share with Delara that I was thinking at the time. A lot of this stuff I do just to document things in my life as it's going on. Bring Delara Home Order of Protection Story Part 2, referring to May 31st, 2015. And it refers to the first part of the order of protection story. It says first part of the story and the link, and it says emergency call, where my daughter says, "That's my mom," which was contradicting her father's testimony. And then there's another answering trolls heading down here.
And do you see any dates on those videos?
The July 19, 2018, answering trolls. Bring Delara Home Order Protection Story Part 2, it says May 30, it's referring to May 31st, 2015. The June 8, 2019 was when I watched the movie and had Words for Delara. That video is 20 minutes long. I don't know what words he thinks are relevant. The 18-minute long Metro Nashville Police Department call talking about the arrest warrant. Oh, that's not mine. I didn't post that. You searched for me. This was published by Scoop Nashville.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it says Scoop Nashville, and I don't know what date it is, but it's the Metro Nashville Police Department Detective William calls me regarding the arrest warrant, and it says www.scoopnashville.com. So that's not one of my videos.
Did you post that phone call online with the detective?
I don't recall it,
Oh,
but I think I did.
you did.
I think I
Okay.
did.
And some of those videos are like from 2015. What year was how old was your child in 2015?
In 2015, she was 6. She would have turned 7. Oh, she turned 7 in October 2000.
Yeah, she's around 7 years old. Would you mind, would it bother you if your child saw these videos at age 7, any of these videos?
Honestly, I don't think she'd be interested in them. I think they would be very boring to her at the age of 7. But at the age of 18, when she wonders what happened to her in her childhood, I think she might be interested in wanting to know how things unfolded in time.
I'm not asking if she's interested. I'm asking if you are concerned that your child might see these videos.
No, I'm not. I'm
You are not concerned. You are discussing your arrest warrant. Your call with the detective is being posted online. Then
I'm not concerned.
okay, I understand.
I'm not
Okay,
concerned.
so and
Okay,
you also.
y'all over talking each other now.
I'm sorry. That's my next exhibit, Your Honor.
And I'd like a copy of that.
Third. Oh, okay, she wants a copy of the post.
And do you know what this is, Miss Hubbell?
It is a piece of paper that says, musical.ly, roses pink and red, Lydia Hubbell 5, love will find a way, It's got my address, my phone number, my email, my YouTube channel.
Your YouTube channel. And do you know how I ended up with that
No, I
in my
don't.
post?
I have
Did you
no
send it to
idea.
your child?
I used it as a bookmark. I don't know how you ended up with it.
Your Honor, this was in a plastic wrapped, I believe it was a sketchbook, but it looked like it was still in original wrap, but somehow it was slide into the pages. So if you take it in your hand, you will think you are receiving a original, unopened, untempered gift. Her brother brought to lunch when we were celebrating Dilara's birthday, and Dilara found this in the gift that mother basically slided into the pages. The book.
Well, I mean, but how do you connect the mother putting it in the book? I mean,
She
you
admitted
said the
to it.
brother brought the book to the lunch.
Yeah, but brother, I don't believe brother knew about this.
Well,
Your
well,
Honor.
we
She
don't know.
gave it to the brother. The gift came from the mother,
Well,
and she can answer if she wrote this. Is this your handwriting?
That is my handwriting.
Yeah.
I did put it in a book.
And the book was still in original wrapping, Your Honor.
and it's your testimony that you gave the book to your brother in order for him to deliver it to your
Yes.
to your daughter.
Yes.
I would like this.
That's her admission.
And I believe this was during the no contact order from Judge Callaway, Your Honor. She was not supposed to have any.
Do you have, so you don't have, you just believe it, you don't have a
Uh,
date, you don't have an actual date, that was,
No, I don't have the date.
so you don't have a date.
Yes.
I don't know the date either, it's at some point in the last date.
Your Honor, may I have the original, if you don't mind? Yeah. It has a YouTube music played.
It's two-sided. So number 14. All right, sir.
Ms. Hubbell, you mentioned that you are on medication when you came to the court. Will you tell the court what medications are you taking right now?
I am taking Effexor XR for depression and anxiety, that's the one I was referring to. I can start taking it after I got called to court again, and I thought all this was over.
What happens if you don't take your medication? What symptoms do you have?
I just get real, I just have a lot of anxiety, anxiety and worry, and I can't sleep, and I feel like bad things are happening, and I have to look over my shoulder all the time, and don't know what you're gonna throw next at me, and if I'm gonna get arrested again if I walk out of my house. And, I worry about Dilara, and, I'm afraid that she's suffering, and I just have lots of anxiety and worry, and I just really got triggered when I thought I thought the order of protection was over, I thought I was never gonna have to set foot in court again, I thought everything was just gonna be peace and quiet, and then I just, and then the depression, I have a history of major depression, and my situation is very sad. I grieve every day, and it's disabling at times, and the medication, I just take it as a precaution so I can not get to the point where I have to go to the mental hospital. So that's why I'm taking the medication.
Were you taking this medication before, and did you stop taking it for a while?
I have taken it before, and have gone off of it before. It doesn't, my depression is situational, and it's not something I take every day, for forever. I just take it for periods of time as needed, usually a several month period. I think the recommendation is when the situation settles down and you're coping, then continue taking it for a period of months afterwards. But I do take it by prescription, and I am under medical care, and I do trust my healthcare providers. So if they prescribe me a medication, or they tell me that I don't need to be taking it anymore, I trust their judgment.
Was the blood pressure the reason you stopped your medication for a while? High blood pressure?
No.
No, it wasn't. During the January, February, when you come to my house, like
Of 2021, when I came to your house.
yeah, for 5 times. Were
4
you?
times.
Yeah, were you on medication at that time?
I don't recall.
You don't recall. Okay. And why are you on disability?
I am on disability for fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue that limits my ability to engage in substantial gainful activity. I'm very, my health issues, I never know when they're going to flare up, how long they're going to last, what I'm going to be capable of, and I've been on disability for 20 years or so.
So on some days, like you feel so tired you cannot get out of the bed. Is it a good?
Every once in a while.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And on other days you feel perfectly fine.
Very rarely, maybe 2 days a month, I don't have significant pain and fatigue issues and cognitive issues, but I feel pretty much like a normal person.
Do you sometimes feel like you can take on the world and you can achieve anything that put on your shoulder? You can lift, you can handle
No.
deal? No.
No, I think I pretty much know my limitations, and but I am strong-willed, and I do actually, I'm frustrated because I cannot have the kind of life I would like to have. I would like to not be on disability, and I would like to be able to if I need to work on my car, I would like to be able to just pick a day, okay, I'm gonna change the brakes on my car, instead of having to wait till a day where I feel physically capable to jack it up. No, so no, and answer your question, I don't feel, no, I really don't. I really, even on my best days, I just feel like I'm like a normal person. I don't feel like I'm a superhuman person. I feel I can do things that a lot of people take for granted. That's
So how is your medication helping you? This is my last question.
it just kind of just blunts some of the intensity, the depths of despair and grief, and it kind of tones down some of the anxiety. I'm still very anxious, and I'm still very depressed, but I've been working on my coping skills for years and years and years, and mostly I have the non-medicinal therapies that I use to manage my mental health.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right. All right. So you're closing your proof today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me step out and get my calendar so I can get you a date, Ms. Hubbell.
My friend who came today, would she like to meet her, and can she ask you why?
No. I can work you in the morning of November 8th. See if that works still. Just that morning only. We need to finish up. We can go until 12 to finish up that morning, starting at 8:30.
Okay, you don't have anything sooner than that?
No, yeah.
Okay, and
Let's look and see. I'm see if we said something. Hold on just a minute. I need to double check. Is that?
this year is quickly passing.
I didn't write it down. Okay, hold on just a minute. That's Robertson and Ricketts. That date's not good for me. I have something else that
November 8th?
is not good. Yeah. Look at the morning of November 7th. Is that still open?
It's good.
It's open. The morning of November 7th. There you go.
That's Monday?
It's a Monday.
Okay. 8:30?
Yes, ma'am. That work for you, Mr. Guy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So it'll be 8:30 to 12 if we need it, and breaks if we need breaks.
Yes, ma'am. The intent is to finish up all the testimony that day.
10, okay, 8:30 to 10 o'clock.
No, 8:30 to around 11:30.
Is how much time I have
Well,
to present myself?
well, we've already heard Dad's side. It's just a matter of presenting your case.
Okay.
And the order of protection will be in place until then, Your Honor? Is
Order
it?
of protection remains extended until the court rules otherwise.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So,
Have all parties exit the courtroom, please.
I'll try to find that, when I come back, I'll bring that order that's missing.
yeah, we need it because I see references to it, but I don't actually see the order itself.
I got the real thing. Would you like for me to bring it ahead of time or just
No,
bring
no,
it?
bring it the day of. It's fine.
Okay.
It's on the free sheet. I think that's we own that AC number. We got it under petition number, so but we're hearing it under the AC under the order protection. AC, you see it on the. That's it. Where do you petition numbers come from? I think we've already heard it
Yeah, I
on
went
the
to the file,
petitions.
we just come from home, he wasn't anything.
Yeah, those two, we heard those downstairs. And those orders were filed back in, September of last year. Whew. Those are DNN numbers. Let me take these other.
I remember I came up late, I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
So I just-
we heard those PT numbers downstairs.